Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here. Thank you for watching. Tom Trento invited me to join him and Bamboo Bob in Orlando yesterday to interview the left-wing protesters of Occupy Wall Street. The very first guy I talked to had a toilet plunger stuck to the top of his head. Must have something to do with liberal mating rituals. Wild Bill's advice for the day? Don't date liberal women. Anyway, there were about 200 people there, and most of them were basically carbon copies of each other, protesting corporate greed. Several held signs with scripture references about the love of money is the root of all evil, and many held signs that said, "Pay your fair share." They were outraged at the alleged obscene profits of American businesses, and they were demanding that corporations and banks contribute more to society so that their children can go to school, blah, blah, blah. And then on the ride home, it suddenly occurred to me that these goofy liberals were protesting corporate greed because they themselves were lusting for that money. They were all demanding that the government seize honestly earned money from successful businesses to redistribute it to, well, them. Now what's worse? Working hard to build a successful business and keeping much of the profits for yourself, or not working and forcibly taking from those who are successful? The last I knew, that was called robbery. And for those of you that were carrying scripture signs, God has a few things to say about robbery. Now these protests are the next logical step in the malignant class warfare that the liberal left has forced on Americans. Liberal Democrats in particular love to campaign on the promise, vote for me and I will stick it to anyone who has more than you do. And greedy people, hoping to get their turn at the pig trough, vote for these despicable politicians. Now, Barack Obama is probably the worst offender for stirring up class hatred of one American against another. That's what a community organizer does. Now, take a quarter out of your pocket and look at it. And if you're a liberal, take a quarter out of somebody else's pocket and look at it. Now, on it, you will see the words e pluribus unum, out of many, one. That is the American way. Unity for God and country, and those who are trying to divide us are trying to destroy us, and it's high time for Americans to stand up and say no more. Because now that the greedy liberals are taking to the streets to protest greedy corporations, the next logical step is violence in the streets. And it is my Wild Bill opinion that that is what the liberal left is gearing up to do. Now history bears this out. We will either fight the liberals at the ballot box and remove the class warfare mongers from office, or we will soon have to fight them in the streets where real blood will be shed. That is a tragedy that we must avoid. Today is the day to stand up for your country, for American principles and equal justice for all, including America's most successful businesses. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and God bless America again.